I'm just sitting in the dry dock today. It's not dry, it's as wet as the bay. Ooh, sitting in the dry dock today, wasting time. Looks like nothing.
So today is a big day for me. So I'm going to do the blacking on Wee May for the first time. So obviously not the first time Wee May has been blacked, but the first time I've ever done blacking. And it's going into dry dock. The guys are having to fit some wedges because I have that slight V bottom, slight V'd hull. So we just need to make sure that it sits into a stable position. So you can see screwing those down to position, because obviously when the water comes in, if we don't do that, it'll just push them off. And then once the boat's on there, those screws can be taken out so that when we refloat the boat, they'll pop to the top as well. So ready for the next boat to come in that doesn't need wedges. This is actually the first time we've taken a V hull into this dry dock. So this is a new process for these guys as well. As you know, this volume of water going somewhere like that has the potential for fatalities, so one has to be careful. No, this is Pew, Barney McGrew, Cuthbert, Dibble, Grub. So yeah, the intention is to redo all the blacking, obviously there, but I also want to black from the rubbing strip up to the gunnel, because all of this sort of stuff is just a pain. You can't just touch it in, whereas with the matte black, a semi-matte black, it's great then, because it's just as soon as that's dried, when you touch it in, it looks a little bit different to the rest, but when it's dried, it just disappears. So the maintenance of that is easy. It's going to keep the whole thing tidier.
Doing stretches, honestly, I need counselling. Let me know when I bring the air rifle.
So the boat gets pulled in, we don't motorise it.
Nice and slow. Stop pulling the ball down, just drink. Just let it drink.
The jacker, before it gets like each other. Until this goes down. Yeah. The jacker, right?
So it's all quite a slow process, this. So once it's in, the gate comes down very slowly, and then after that we have to pump out. So the whole pumping out of the dock is the really slow thing. So it takes a couple of hours, and then probably when there's 12 inches left in there, jump in there where the well is, start jet washing straight away whilst the hull is still wet. Don't let that harden off. And then also jet wash the actual dock out as well. So, and then we're starting in a nice clean area. So she's just starting to sit down now. Going slightly over to the right. So yeah, it's just leaning over to the right a little bit, down to the timbers. It still might move a little bit yet.
Sort of a rig something on to keep it slightly out.
It's really important that you try to get this jet washed off before it dries out. The drier this gets, the harder the job comes. Once it's wet, it comes off relatively quickly. What I'm seeing at the moment, I'm quite pleased with. I can't see any pitting or anything. There's areas certainly where the old blacking has flaked off, but that doesn't seem to be a problem. There's not a problem beneath that. So this looks no different to it did 3 years ago when I saw it out of the water at Wilton Marina. So very encouraged by that. There she is, all the water taken out of the dock. I'm out of breath because I've just finished jet washing all the crud off it. I've swept this out so that we can try and keep it as clean as we can. There's a lot of sort of clay deposits seem to sort of land very quickly, but I'm really pleased with the condition of the sides of the hull. It looks really good. So it's just a question now of getting in there with a scraper and getting any loose stuff off there, keying it up. I also want to key this, the blue that's between the rubbing strip and the gunnel, because I'm going to do that matte black as well. So bit of work to do for the rest of this afternoon, and then should start getting some paint on it tomorrow and some bitumen on it tomorrow. Well, this is fun. But I guess, oh, that's not good, is it? It's not a good look. Mrs Lumsden won't be liking this when I step home. I say, darling, run me a bath. Anyway, I'm not fit. But I'm basically knocking everything off that's loose. I told you don't have to sand it all. You just make sure that everything that's loose has gone. So I was told that one of these is a good thing to use, just like the heavy duty sort of wallpaper scrapers. And it's certainly doing the job. I've done one half. I'm getting tired now. I'm going to try and do some of this, and then I'll finish it tomorrow so that I can get a coat of paint on tomorrow. But oh gosh, onward and upward. Ow! So yeah, here you can see it's all good to go. Scraped off everything that's loose. It's a bit troublesome. I'm using a heater here because there's bits of water keep coming out from the rubbing strip, so I was trying to get that to stop. I need to make sure that it's dry before I put the grip. So done all the prep, both on the hull and the sides here where we're going to paint this matte black. First coat's going on now, and it's going on by the wonderful, beautiful.
Go away.
Who's not going to say hello.
Hello.
To all your fans.
Hello, people, everybody. Thank you for having a lovely Sunday.
It's Mrs Lumsden. There she is. She only brought me some soup down, which is really nice of her. And for her pay, she got to start putting the first coat on. So that's all right.
I was very excited because I thought you'd only got one paintbrush, so I wouldn't be needed. But no, unfortunately, you've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I have to do talented bits like putting the masking tape up there and stuff. But
you also mentioned the fact that you're probably not feeling the best after your whiskey night last night.
I'm a little bit hungover today, which is not the best of things to be in, is making a very nice job of that, Mrs.
Thank you.
Just make sure you do go wild.
Okay.
Just actually get it onto there. You won't go over the top of it. I'm coming down on the black with black anyway on that. So it's up there. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't be scared of it.
Okay. Just in case it might attack me.
Yes. So yeah. Lots of work been done to it. My arms are dropping off, but hopefully she should be looking beautiful within a day or two. Not you. There's no hope for you. And so there you go. First coat's on. Looking very pretty now. Very tidy. The top section won't be as glossy as that. It will dull off to a matte finish. There's Mrs L over there. She's had a hard day today. She's probably earned herself a Chinese for tonight or something. Yeah, so this side you can see it's dried off. So I've got the nice matte finish now on there, which will be a lot easier to repair than gloss blue. But yeah, really pleased with that. First coat done, so I've got to leave that for at least 24 hours now, and then to give it a second coat. I might leave it at 2 coats. So I'm now here to do the second coat, and I've got a problem because condensation, massive condensation. So I've got the doors up, both ends. I've got the side door open, and I'm just trying to get a bit of airflow in here, but it's misty outside. I'm just wondering, but that wasn't there when I started. That wasn't there, and now it's there because I was able to paint this. I've done a second coat up on here of the mat, and it was dry at that point, and then suddenly it just flashed over. So the air changed somehow, and it just flashed over. I think it maybe got warmer outside, and then the steel's cold, and now it's giving me a problem.
Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in and watch them roll away again. I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. I did one coat on Sunday. Tuesday there's another to do. Condensation's a nightmare, and the bodywork is covered in dew. I'm just sitting in the dry dock today. It's not dry, it's as wet as the bay. Ooh, sitting in the dry dock today, wasting time. Looks like nothing's gonna change. Every day's just going strange. I can see some sunshine up there. I wish you would come down.
That's the products I've been using. International Intertough 16. Seems quite user-friendly. So I've used, so it's a 47-foot boat. I've done 2 coats, and I've used about a tin and a half. So, and they're 5 litre tins, aren't they? So there you go, about 7 or 8 litres. And that's the matte finish that I've used between the rubbing strip and the gunnel. Craftmaster Paints Raddle Black, as they call it. Fantastic product, goes on so well, very user-friendly. It's quite expensive, but nevertheless does the job. And that tin has done me both sides twice. So, and at last, the temperature has stabilised, and I'm getting some painting done. So, second coat going on. I've had the cans warming up by a little heater, so it's nice and wet as well. It's going on nice and easily, so I'm pleased I did that. And then I can get putting some colour around the stern, around on the red and the cream. So when I purchased the boat from Wilton Marina 3 years ago, that was the anode that was left on there. Obviously pretty shot, so I asked them to put some new anodes on. So that anode is 3 years old, see it's pitting now. But it's not done too bad. We're not in a marina. If you're in a marina, you get affected more by everybody else putting electricity into the water and stuff. So not too bad at all.
And then I was lucky enough to see this beauty steaming by.
Next time on Narrowboat
Narrowboat blue. That looks nice.
It's nice. I've touched in over
Where I primed on the white and red.